It's week 1 of the NFL, where division rivals will clash in the AFC South. It's the Texans and the Jags, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
We are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. I had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Back to throw. Black. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run. Robinson. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And he is going to have a Jags first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. On first down, Robinson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. Looking to throw. Black. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. The Texans offense going to go. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. Now ETN to start the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. On second down, it's Robinson. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They go play action here on first down. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. On the run, it's Robinson. Shrugs him off. And he's taken down inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for Landry that time, and that'll bring up second down. They'll run here with Robinson. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 19-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 31. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. They'll run it now with Robinson. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Here's Robinson again on second down. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Black. And he's got it. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Black. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Black. And he's got it. What a catch. He's on the sideline. Give him 32 on the play.
One of the first big plays we've seen in this football game, and could that be the play that gets this game jump-started? It's taken a while as both teams have tried to settle in. Maybe now the pace will accelerate.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Black. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking to throw. Black.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by Justin Reed. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
They'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now a timeout signaled for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we said, all right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
For the Texans getting...
And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Black. And that is incomplete
to Marcus Robinson, the intended target on that one.
And it's 3rd down.
But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and the return here will go to the 31. This offense struggling here in the second half. They have not scored yet. They'll try to change that here. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Being chased out left. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
To throw on 2nd down, Black.
He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
To throw on third down. Black. Man open is Robinson. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Runs over him, and he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 57 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, partners, my old man used to say, make sure you strap up tight if you're going to try and stop one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Looking to throw on second down. Black. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Back to throw. Black. He'll get this off to ETN. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Going to let one fly for Robinson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Looking to throw. Black. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Black. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30. So now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Looking to throw. Black. The quick slant caught. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And quickly they get to the line. Robinson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Black. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Carter Landry there to make the grab. And the Jaguars are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. If they're going to take it in for another touchdown like they did on their last drive, they're going to have to do it the hard way, starting at the 1.
And boy, is that a difficult position. Obviously, where they are on the field, they have to be careful with the football. But at the same time, they can't be so careful that they can't run their offense as well. Everyone's got to lock in this situation. No mistakes.
Throwing on first down. Black. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Looking to throw. Black. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Desmond King picks it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Off the play fake. Black. Able to connect with Chark. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Back to throw. Black. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
You better be ready next time.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but
Well, I couldn't be any more excited about who's joining us here today. She's one of the most popular and...
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the AFC South. It's the Titans and the Jaguars, next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way,
so this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. On first down, Black. Connection made with Chenault. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne.
to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
A handoff for Etienne. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming. Looking to throw. Black. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. Touchdown, Jaguars! Travis Etienne. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's a give to Etienne. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but from both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
To throw on second down, Black. That's to the veteran tight end, Carter Landry. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. A first down and more, Etienne. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run with Etienne. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Etienne. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And that might be Titan football. It is. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. On 1st and 10, Black. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And a catch made by his tight end, Luke Farrell. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. A final shot before break. Black. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy, stone-faced, wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, 3rd quarter. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this 2nd half. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Jaguars ready to... Throwing on 1st down. Black. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
They'll run. It's ETN.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Off play action. Black. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
Running right through him. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off near the 34. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
That second down play nets a -4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Back to throw. Black.
That's caught left side by Landry.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
7 yards, the pickup there.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And he goes out of bounds, it looks like right at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Again, he'll drop to throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Amari Hooker. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
He'll drop this one off with ETN.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Off the play fake. Black. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Laviska Shenault, the intended target.
But it's going to be 2nd down. To throw again. Black.
This is Robinson.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. On first down, Black. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Titans. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
The Titans now just about ready to take over.
And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's... So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter. But 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them.
What's good, fam? It's time for the Nia Polanco Show.
You know, they came into this year with a little bit of buzz thanks to a hype.
Should we give him the good news?
Oh, it's definitely time to give him the good news. Yo, you officially made it now. And you just getting started.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Jags and the Chargers. And it comes your way next on Madden NFL 22.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. On the toss, here's Robinson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Off play action. Black. Forced out to his left. Throw left side going to be caught by Chenault. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jags have taken the early lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. DeMarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. But it'll be second down. They run. Robinson. Showed some solid running, strong running, and then he's corralled just beyond the 10. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Operating from the gun. Black. Robinson's got it. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. They'll try the left side. It's Robinson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Second down and 8. From the gun, Black. Escaping the pressure right. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the tuck and run. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. The Jags with a football to begin the second quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. On 1st and 10, Black sets up the screen to Robinson.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
First down, Jaguars.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looking to throw. Black. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Doing with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On third down, Black. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive. And he's going to profess that he was happy to get points. But we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
Throwing on first down. Black. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Off the play fake. Black. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all they needed. First down.
First down, Jacksonville.
They'll run on first down. Robinson. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Here's second and 9. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. DeMarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. And that'll make it third down. Back to throw. Black. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, Everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That's Jawan Taylor, the right tackle.
Still first down.
Looking to throw. Black. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get it back at his own 3-yard line. Jerry Tillery showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. 2nd and 21. A lot of ground to cover. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds. So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. On first down, Black. Buying time to his left. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Back to throw. Black. Right there, Chenault for the Jacksonville touchdown. Laviska Chenault as the first half is winding down. And the Jags would extend their lead here just before halftime. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again, it's Robinson. Oh, he bowls over him. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 56 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. Off play action. Black. That's pulled in, the veteran Carter Landry. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Well, Carter Landry maybe doesn't have the speed he once had in his Longhorn days, but he showed a nice little burst after that catch.
Almost like he had a little bit of a throwback there, huh, partner? Because while he was never really a burner, he did have the ability to outrun linebackers. And here, as you described, he looked like the 2014 Carter Landry, and he rumbled for a big gain.
And Chris Barnes there on the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Black. Flushed out right. Space to run past the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 in the first. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Robinson. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Being chased out left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Back to throw. Black. Flush to his right. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Robinson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Black. Steps away to his left. Going for it all. And that will be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
On 4th down, Black. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, in that type of throw, in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On 2nd down now, it's Robinson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run here with Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to...
So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. They'll run on first down. Robinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. On second down, it's Robinson.
141 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
On first down, Robinson. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Scoring, there's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Jacksonville, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.
Hey, do I have a treat for my listeners? You know, it's not every day you get to peek behind the curtain and see what really goes on inside an NFL film.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Broncos and the Jags, and it's coming up next.
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Check in on the numbers last week for Robinson.
There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Off the play fake. Black. Dancing to his left. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. We'll run it now with Robinson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. On third down, it's Robinson, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Man open is Robinson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run?
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for this.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Back to throw. Black. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And that is incomplete. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Looking to throw. Black.
Here's the tight end. This is Landry.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. Back to throw. Black eluding the pressure right. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down now. It's Robinson, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Just a gain of a yard in what all likelihood will be the final play of the 1st half. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he's been fun to watch run the football. We know he can pass, but using his legs effectively here in this one.
No doubt about it. Watch him maneuver in the pocket, out of the pocket, making the plays that he's making, which are breaking down the defense. I thought back to when we had our morning jog before the game, and I couldn't keep up.
They begin the drive with Robinson. Bulldozes past him. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And this will be a Jaguars first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off play action. Black. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
On 2nd down, it's Robinson, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just...
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run again here with Robinson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Operating from the gun, Black.
He'll find ETN out of the backfield.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. This guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, and this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Looking to throw. Black.
He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake. Black. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
So the play before, he gets loose for a big gain, but this time they get him in the backfield.
How about learning your lessons and quickly? As you just mentioned, before he gets loose. Now they look at it, assess, maybe make a little bit of a change, a tweak there, and they were on him that time.
He finds Robinson. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Back to throw. Black. Wide open receiver.
Makes this a 2-score ball game, and you know the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, it's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? On 1st and 10, Black.
He's got his big tight end, Farrell, complete.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 30 inches.
Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Robinson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On 2nd down now, it's Robinson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
James Robinson
With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
and the Jaguars are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? They'll run on 1st down. Robinson powers through him, and he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
78 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. On 2nd down, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville.
And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big 2nd half to put this one on ice.
I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime is really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the 1st half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the 2nd half.
So for the Jags, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for
As dedicated fans of the NFL, my audience is sure to recognize the voice of our next guest, especially if you happen to be a
Thank you.